Okay, hello. So this little side video is going to be my in-depth analysis of a scene. I figured it'd be easier to do it this way because then we can just watch the scene and I'll come in with my analysis as we go through, just so I don't miss anything. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're gonna get right into it. I think you can see it. Okay. So let's open it big. Go to the beginning, and we'll start with this. Okay. I know we just started, but we're going to pause it. So I'd like to start off with looking at the brickwork, right here. They're all kind of uneven and warped looking. It kind of gives it that expressionist feel because it's kind of showing like the unease of the situation. I mean, the monster's unease because he was just born into a confusing and cruel world, and the unease of those who witness it. Henry, it's so weird saying that. Henry / Victor is also like uneased by his creation, though he's very excited by him. Let's go. Backs up. Love that. The reveal. There, nice in the light on his face. Wow, horrific. But I would like to talk about right here. The bricks are warped here as well. They're almost at a slant, you see here. To me, this feels kind of like a Dutch angle, which is another way that you can create unease and a feeling of something's not quite right by like the lack of symmetry. And it's kind of cool because he is upright versus the angle in the back, and there's a lot of slanted cross imagery inside the movie just in general, but that dynamic is pretty interesting. Horrific. Okay. Here, I wanted to mention also these chains that come over here. This is another angular image. We talked about the triangles and the way that triangles create tension in my earlier video diary. And I think this kind of contributes to that, as well as the slanted walls. There's a lot of uneven, unbalanced imagery. Yeah, you can see here too, the walls slanted. It's a very interesting space. Lots of darkness.
Sit down. Sit down. It understands.
Here, we see an upward shot, which we see a bunch of those in this, and downwards. I wanted to bring in the quote from the book that Werlin talks about. He says that Whale's articulation of upward and downward movements is equally significant, demonstrating examples in which up, light, life contrast with the opposite terms, down, darkness, and death. He talks about how when the monster is created, he's raised up on a table towards the lightning, and in the beginning, the grave being dropped below, dropping the coffin in the grave represents, death and like going down. So this like vertical space kind of brings somewhat hope, and also features the monster. Like it shows the monster's life and his humanity. And also you can see the angled geometric shapes once again right here, right there. Almost a doubling of these chains, and then their reflections on like inside their shadow on the wall. Light opens up. Here you see the slant again. He looks like such a little baby right there. Oh, poor guy. Here he stands. And in these next few brief moments, you can see how broad, right here, how broad and square he is. He kind of fits in with like the broad and square bricks, which, as a side note, the bricks are all oddly shaped, yet they fit together almost perfectly. That's kind of like an interesting manifestation of variety, in like beauty and variety, and in disorganization that fits together. So it kind of shows like this is a cohesion of many different forms, and he is a different form, and he is exiled because of that. And that's also cut through by these angular lines that create more of these triangle motifs of tension. So right here is the hopeful moment where he can look up at the sky and feel the sunlight. And it's kind of beautiful for a moment, like just seeing him take in the stimuli. His angled hands, always very interesting. He reaches up here.
Take care, Frankenstein. Take care. Shut off the light.
He sees something he wants. He goes towards it like a child. And then it's ripped away from him immediately by his creator, as everything else is too. But yeah, here we go. After that, the light turns off and you can see the angular, confusing expressionist backgrounds. Like, what's up with these bricks going on here? Like, they're all over the place. It's a really cool way to showcase the monster in this new and childlike, unbridled form, while also having the disruption of the bricks behind him. It kind of shows also like his foundation is not strong. He does not have love or a family or any kind of structure that you would give a child. He even like seems to like ask, why would you take away the light?
Go and sit down.
Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, poor little guy. And here is the last moment I'd want to talk about. And it's like his hands beg to be held. The two hands reaching out. It's just really sad to see. Just being someone who enjoys the novel, to see this moment of when the first moment he reaches out to his creator, and the fact that it's not received with love.
It understands this time.
Just moved on. So anyways, that's my brief going over that scene. I thought it was really interesting, as I did with most of the film, but I think that one had really interesting expressionist qualities. Okay, well, I'll catch you in the other video. Thank you. And I'm going to try not to mess up my recording. Okay, perfect. See ya.